really quickly, if I can, are there any updates on the 100 to 200 American citizens who were in the country or are still in the country? Do you believe they still are, or what's the latest on the diplomatic mission?
Well, I know my colleague at the State Department is briefing right about now and will give a more in-depth update on this. But what he said yesterday, and I will just echo, is it is closer to 100. We are in close touch from the State Department, from our diplomatic officials, with all of these individuals, working in close coordination with them to determine how they can leave the country, if they've left the country. There have been reports, as I think many of you have seen or reported yourself, about charter flights. If I can just speak to that for a moment, because I know it's been a popular question. There have been some confusion about this. We do not have personnel on the ground, nor do we have air assets in the country, and we don't control the airspace. So anyone who's suggesting we are preventing these flights, that's not accurate. We couldn't prevent a charter flight from taking off. But what is important for people to understand is where we have some concern, and that is the fact that we do not have reliable means to confirm the basic details of charter flights, including who may be organizing them, the number of American citizens and other priorities groups on board, the accuracy of the rest of the manifest and where the plane may land, what security protocols they're taking into place. So just to kind of give you an example here, these charter flights are landing on U.S. military bases, and we have to be very careful, and I think it's understandable we have concern about flights where we don't have that level of information and understanding about the manifests, what the protocols are that are underway. There's also a question, there continue to be active ISIS-K threats. And there's also a question of where these flights go, where they land. We know ISIS-K has a keen interest in attacks against aviation targets, and our personnel on the ground in our military bases, and these are among the risks that we take into account. Go ahead.